Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to be looking at physical features of Europe. And I've broken this down into three different sections. We've got major bodies of water, we've got rivers, and we've got mountains. Today's section that we're going to look at with Europe are its major bodies of water. So the ones we're going to look at are these five: the Atlantic Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, Black Sea, and Caspian Sea. So the continent of Europe, it borders two of our major oceans. It borders the Atlantic Ocean to the west and the Arctic Ocean to the north. So, the continent of Europe, just west of it, is where we have the Atlantic Ocean. Now, inside of the Atlantic Ocean, there are three countries in Europe that are islands. We have Iceland, we have Ireland, and we have the United Kingdom. So, we have Iceland here, Ireland, and the United Kingdom. Those three countries are islands out in the Atlantic Ocean. If we go north of Europe, this is where we have the Arctic Ocean. Now, we've talked before about which of the five oceans is the biggest, and that's the Pacific Ocean, but the smallest of the five oceans is the Arctic Ocean. Now, probably one of the most important bodies of water around Europe is the Mediterranean Sea, especially historically, because it was used as a place to get resources from, food source from fishing, as well as a major transportation system throughout southern Europe. So, the Mediterranean Sea is this body of water that separates mainland Europe from the continent of Africa south of it. Now, Mediterranean is a Latin word that means in the middle of the land. And historically speaking, before they knew all seven continents existed, they thought this area of Asia, Europe, Africa was all of the land on the earth. And so they thought that this body of water was in the middle of the land, in between Europe and Africa. Henceforth the name Mediterranean Sea. Then you have the Black Sea. The Black Sea is this big inland sea in southeastern Europe. And the Danube River, which we're going to talk about later, flows east and empties into the Black Sea. Same thing with the Caspian Sea. Whoops, let me go back. Same thing with the Caspian Sea, as another very large inland sea in southeastern Europe, and it gets much of its water from the Volga River, which we'll learn about in the next lesson, that runs south through Russia. All right, short section of notes today. Make sure you go back into Google Classroom, check out what your next assignment is. We'll see you next time.